Hello, 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 dreamers, and welcome back to Dream Queen by Perla. So, Gemini, this is your reading for the week of May 23rd through the 29th. And we have Effortless is your song. And again, guys, the links are down below in the description. So, Gemini, this week's feels very refreshing to you. There is this sense of you Geminis going just moving. It's like you're almost like in this bliss type of energy where everything seems to be working in your favor. There is a sense here of doing a lot of, there's a lot of manifestation, there is a lot of coming into alignment with not just with yourself, but also like I feel like with this, with spirit and with the universe, because this energy feels completely different. It feels exciting, it feels new. And it's almost like this is the only thing that I'm picking up that I really is kind of like, Gemini, don't even go there. There, it's almost like in the back of your head, right? It is trying to come through like, well, what could go wrong, or when is this gonna go wrong? And you have to dismiss those type of thoughts as soon as they come in, because again, there's something that is just kind of flowing, that is just kind of going your way. It's like you, whatever ideas you're coming up with, you're jumping into them and they're flourishing. Whatever you're putting your hand, it's almost like whatever you put your hands on turns into gold type of energy. So when, because for some of you Geminis, excuse me, this is new. there there are these kind of old thought patterns that are trying to come through, so you just have to be very careful with that. This week is your own mind, basically. Let's go ahead and see. For you Geminis, is really not, nothing about love is really coming up at the moment. This is more about you and your goals, and where it is that you see your path taking you. For some of you, you may have struggled for a while to see, how this journey was going to evolve, right? Where was it that it was going? Where was it that it was leading you at the time? And things are becoming very clear. I feel that you're having a lot of back to back type of like aha moments where you're just like, oh, I get it now. You're seeing a lot of synchronicity when it comes to like looking out into like the universe, right? You're seeing certain types of butterflies. The white butterflies coming up for some reason. And like with numbers, and just like literally like just looking into the sky, whether there's clouds or not, you find like this profound type of peace that you have never really experienced before. So for you Gemini, there is this thing where you need to get out of the mentality that because your sun sign, let's put it this way, is a Gemini, you're always going to be fluctuating. That true balance is never going to be acquired. And that is something that is not true. It just may mean that it may take you a little longer to find that balance and to stay in balance. But that does not mean that you are meant to live your life fluctuating from the ups and the downs, right? So that is definitely something that is going to become very clear to you, if it hasn't already, that you can attain your balance just like any earth sign or any other sign can, right? It just may take you a little longer, or it may take a little extra work to stay within that balance, right? And with that, there are certain practices or certain routines that you're going to notice that you've been doing without even realizing. And the only reason why you have been able to get into like these routines or into this, yeah, I want to say routine, is because you have been listening to your soul, right? You've been listening to your intuition. You've been listening to where it is that is guiding you, and is guiding you to do, to have a routine that works for you. So this week, as you start to see all these manifestations, as you start to feel this extra boost of energy where you're almost kind of feeling like you're almost like in a dream, like it seems like too good to be true, like you're in this blissful type of energy, you have to remind yourself that you got to that place because you listened to yourself. So there is no need for you Gemini, to doubt yourself, to doubt your gifts, or anything like that. Some of you are definitely in. I do feel like some people want to know about love, if somebody's coming back or something like that, and it's like it's almost like screaming in my right ear, like that's not where your focus should be at. Your focus is to stay in this blissful energy when it comes to your journey, to your path, whether that is in your career or your hobby or whatever it is. Like your spiritual life, your spiritual aspect is taking the front seat in your life, because it is allowing you to kind of put everything into a routine, or to kind of allow you to get into the synchronicity with the universe, and then everything else is going to play out. So if you find yourself really wondering or worrying about somebody from the past and why didn't it work out and all of this other stuff, is like you need to try to do whatever you can to kind of be like, you know what, I accept that these are my feelings. I accept that this is how I'm feeling, and these are the thoughts that are coming through. But I release them from my space, because this is not what I'm supposed. This is not what I want to be focusing on. Because some of you that are focusing on somebody from the past is almost like you're feeling the person's energy kind of like almost pulling you, and it may become unbearable from time to time. So for those of you that are having that issue, definitely go ahead and set your intention every day to kind of not allow yourself to get to that place or to that spot where you're obsessively thinking of somebody from the past. So now I would like you to go ahead and take a moment and think of a question, something that you would like answered. We are going to go ahead and pull out some shells and see what we have. So here we have somebody that the way that I'm picking it up is like, don't, it's almost like releasing a fear of going backwards is what I'm picking up. So if you're afraid of going backwards, in the sense of like you feel like you're going to fall, you feel like you're not going to be able to continue staying on this new energy that you're on, it's almost like don't, because regardless of what you may think or you may feel is fighting against you, you're still in control is what I'm picking up. So even if something unexpected happens that is almost trying to shift you out of this blissful energy, the moment you recognize and the moment that you redirect this energy, it stays as something from the past. It stops it in its track. So the only thing that you have to worry about is trying your best to stay focused, to stay on track. So for you guys, it's like, no, don't worry, things are not going to get back to how they were. Or it's like, no, don't worry, you're not gonna have to fight for this. It's like, it's not, if you wanted a simple yes or no, it's like they're not saying yes, but they're saying you don't have to fight for it. And I don't understand why it's coming up that way. I feel that maybe because you Geminis, whenever you would get a yes, you would have to fight and fight and fight and fight to get it. Or you feel like you had to push through it. And it's almost like you don't have to push to get through to your yes, if that makes sense. That's the way that it's coming up, guys. Well, Geminis, that is all that I have for you for this week. As always, guys, thank you for all the love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel, as well as donating. If you haven't gone ahead and subscribed or liked, go ahead and do so. Also, make sure you're sharing the videos. It definitely helps with the with the algorithm. What was I going to say? Synchronicity. With the algorithm to get the video out there for more people. If you would like a private reading, the link to my website is down below, along with all the links to all the social media accounts and the links to the playlist. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Take care. Love you all. Mwah. Bye-bye.